And you got people in your energy that are like not wanting to see you be successful, but it's like you're not like that at all. You're like a very much open to collaboration. It's like, you're that girl, you're that guy. I'm planning, I'm organizing. Like, this is a team effort. Like, you don't have anything against nobody. If I win, everybody wins. If everybody wins, everybody wins. And it's like, but there's somebody who's like, for some reason, they don't want to see nobody win. And I'm trying to figure out who this is and why. I mean, I would even hate to say that it's somebody at work, because like, are y'all not all supposed to be working together to achieve something? What good would it do for them to be sabotaging you? But it seems like it's not sabotage. Like, I'm making things like I'm in your stuff and trying to la. But it feels like I'm gonna intentionally not deliver on my deliverables. Deliverables. I'm going to intentionally not communicate back. I'm going to intentionally make y'all scramble. That's nasty. That's nasty energy, because it's like, well, I'm depending on you to like do your part. Maybe some of you are in school too. And it's like, I'm just trying to figure out what's the deal, number one. What kick do they get out of it? And it's almost like they would rather they would rather go down as long as they don't see you up, even though like they're a part of the same boat as if everybody can go up, but it's like they don't want to see nobody up, so they'll just bring everybody down. Do they feel threatened by, maybe it's because you're the leader? Ooh, you carry this embodiment of like, you know what you're doing, you're very confident. It's giving like, I'm not the CEO, I'm not the boss, but I've been here the longest. And that's almost a threat, because maybe you are kind of taking the charge in this group dynamic, and it's like, well, nobody else stepped up, but they're like, who does she think she is? Who do they think they are? To be telling me what to do and requesting things of me. I'll show them. I feel threatened. You're not the boss of me. Even though maybe they are. Are they the boss? And you're beneath them? But I don't get that you're naturally trying to take over or anything. Like, I feel like you have a healthy sense of, I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. And, I'll call things out and I'll ask questions, but I'll also be like, I think this is the best idea. I think this, I think that. Like, you're not timid. And you're not being asked to be timid. You shouldn't be don't back down. But it's almost like now we need to be more, it's like we got to be more strategic. Look at me rubbing my hands together about like how we go about this energy, who just seems to not want to see you be successful in whatever you're working on or planning, even though this is like for the good of all. It's like they rather your name not be on the like, on the front cover or something. Don't know, I said front cover. Like of a book, like of a deliverable. Like where your name is first, and it's like, but it's like, well, if they don't want your name to be first, why don't they just do the work? I can't believe it's only been 4 minutes since I started this, because I feel like I came out real hot and heavy. I feel like I need to think about this for a second, because like, what is happening? And like, what is the advice? It can feel frustrating for sure. And I feel this frustration of like, oh my gosh, they're making my like workplace just the worst experience. That's so frustrating. Everybody should be acting like adults, but yeah, I'm sitting here dealing with this one person, and everybody's maybe feeling the same way, or maybe nobody else cares, but you're like, dang, this one person is like slowing everything down. They don't want to get along. They're holding back their information. They're slow to respond. They ghost the situation. It's like, hey, we need this by tonight, we need this by tomorrow, and you don't hear from them. It's like, why are you acting like this? And so, okay. It's a them problem for sure. You know they're threatened by your intelligence, by your maybe your beauty, by how easy you can do it, and like they struggle. This actually feels sad. Like these people are sad, and not sad boo hoo, but sad like pathetic. Ugh! I don't want to say it like that. So it's like not stoop down to their level. No, not stoop down to their level. That's not the answer. It's given I'm going to have to ignore you like a child. When a child is acting out, you know, when a child's given a silent treatment, and a parent can be like, hey, what's wrong? I want to make sure blah, blah, blah. Like they want that attention. And we shouldn't have to treat adults like children. But you know when a child is throwing a tantrum and they're not really playing along or something like that, and you literally have to ignore them until they get a grip. Is that fair? No, but it really feels like you can't allow energies like that to kind of like break your stride. If temporarily you have to like pick up the slack, fine. You know, it's interesting because Slack is if anybody uses Slack for like the workplace and workplace communications and like work from home, stuff like that, if you use Slack, that's interesting. So maybe y'all are somebody who are like employees that maybe work from home and you communicate via Slack. Okay. If you don't know what Slack is, look it up. You're not supposed to like, I don't think you need to say anything. Like you could. I would say put out like a general, especially if you are in charge. It feels like putting out I don't know why this feels so like, maybe it's a career message. Put out a general request, a general message. Hey everybody, just trying to see where we all are with XYZ. I know we are so excited to have this project done by the end of the week, you know, and just let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Very much friendly, very much I didn't call anybody out. Number one, no, let it be known. And then let everybody collaborate and you keep up the good positive energy, good positive vibes, like nothing's wrong. Because they be wanting you to be like, hey, you blah, 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 I'm going to write a letter to HR. Like, I don't think we need to go, I don't think that's the route. Unless they're doing something harmful to you, of course, you know, do your due diligence, what you got to do. But still out of protection of yourself. Because it feels like this is feeling like a setup almost. Like if you retaliate, then they're going to flip the switch and be like, oh, they this, they that. It's like, no. This sounds very much like keep your cool and you can keep your composure. Put out like a general message if you're in charge or whatever. Very friendly, very demure, very classy. Have a paper trail, okay? A paper trail of like, I sent this email at this time, this day. These are the people who responded. Very much cover all your bases. Never get out of character, okay? If you have to go to somebody higher up, still go to your higher up like, okay, hey, what's the protocol on this? I'm just curious. Let me know what I need to do. You know, we're a little bit delayed. I'm not necessarily getting all the blah, blah, blah from some people. Like, it's just a little bit slow. There's a bottleneck. All these terms. So that feels very practical. Now, is there any spiritual, energetic reflections that we need to do? I'm just asking out loud. It's laughable. Like I'm laughing because it's like this is child's play, and it's like goofy. Like why for what? Because you ought to know. They ought to know that one monkey don't stop no show, right? Okay, they ought to know that, especially if you got anything to say about it, especially if you in the mix, if you're a part of the group, like, oh, this group is not going down. It never will. Even if you thought you had, if you thought you could stop this, you can't, because you got the divine on your side. And that's what they don't know. That's what they don't know. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Yeah, you're in the workplace and you're doing your due diligence and you're doing your duties and you're working on something, and it just might be just normal old tasks, ain't got nothing to do with your purpose, your spirituality, nothing like that. But regardless, you have divine support with you at all times. And when people do you wrong, I feel like I had a message like this, kind of like, and it maybe wasn't this specific, so maybe this is getting a more specific energy now. I'm not saying when people do you wrong, they better watch their back. I'm not saying that. But it's almost like, because I don't even want to make it about them. I want you to know and remember that you have like divine support and backing. And so you don't have to get out of character. You don't have to like, I mean, that's really it. In whatever way you think getting out of character looks like. Like, I'm not trying to sit and say, oh yeah, things will work itself out and it'll be all good. But it will. It will. And if this is a specific thing, a specific project, a specific instance, there ain't nothing they can do. Even at work, to create chaos and disaster, even though they're trying, and even though they're trying to delay things, like, it's still gonna be right on time. Your name's still gonna be on that front paper, on that front page. Oh my gosh, I forgot to turn this heater off when I started this recording. You're still gonna be real sitting nice and cozy, rubbing your feet together like I'm doing. And that's why it's laughable, because it's like, you already know, like, yeah, it's annoying, it's frustrating. And yeah, they got something to work out. And you do your due diligence in the practical means, but then also rest assured that you can rest. Rest assured that everything will work out. Rest assured that you don't have nothing to worry about. Like, you're not going to be, your job won't be jeopardized. Rest assured that you're on the right side of things. Rest assured that people will back you because they know who you are. Like, you've always shown your character. You've always shown, like, oh, you're fair and kind. And so if that other person comes through and be like, oh, she's this, she's that, he's this and he's that, you got plenty of people that can vouch for you and your qualities and your goodness and your graciousness and your fairness. And like, oh no, he's always a great collaborator. We talk about it all the time. You know, we go back and forth, and, you know, my ideas come through and their ideas come through, and it's just a very positive, supportive environment, especially when they're around. Like, I actually love this person at the workplace. Exactly. Now, does that really help the situation right now? Whatever this particular, like, or maybe it's just an ongoing thing, and that doesn't take away the frustration of it all. I understand. It feels like there's just a stoic patience that's being asked. Like like, hold on, hold your tongue, just wait and see. They about to F around and find out. Hold your ground, hold your peace. Hold your tongue. Stay, sit, hold on. Okay, no. It's just like, you know, watch how I turn the situation. Tish. Watch how I turn the situation around, and you ain't even have to do too much. Oh, workplace problems, workplace dramas. Let me know if you wanna throw some names down in the comments. And this is for Rachel, you big magnets. Y'all know that meme. Anyway, I'm goofing off, but I mean, it still feels very practical, like doing your part and still make sure you cover your bases. And if there's something you need to pick up the slack on, I mean, I wouldn't just take it upon yourself to just like, oh yeah, let me just do it, because that gets into the patterning of when people slack off and fail, that you automatically want to take up the slack. You want to pick up the slack, and that's not your job all the time. And I want you to kind of get out of that habit of covering for other people, letting other people do poor quality, and you just come along and put your name on their work. You give them the answers, you make it all better. No, not saying that's what you should be doing. Maybe it's up to you and your discernment. But I did want to like tap into like a deeper pattern that we may be needing to break for these instances. And maybe it's like, hey, let it crash and burn then. That sounds crazy to say, but I will say that's a real thing to learn how to like, okay, well, let me let it go. There's nothing I can do. Like, I'm doing my part. And if things go down, if we go down, then we go down together. That's a random song. But maybe not this time. Maybe don't take over. That's your discernment though. Or maybe you don't do as much as you used to do. Because that's not fair. And I know I said earlier, one monkey don't stop no show. And that's true. But taking on the extra responsibility and burdens of everybody around you, Nope. If you made it this far, I want you to put some sort of emoji in the chat. But in the chat, hey, do we need to go live? 1717 on the clock. Let me look that up. Let me look up the angel number. 1717. This is randomly saying, okay, let me just read from the beginning. Y'all chill with me. They put 1717 down in the comment section. Number 1717 is a blend of the attributes of both the number 1 and 7, appearing twice, amplifying their influences. Number 1 relates to creation and new beginnings, striving towards achieving goals, right? Trying new things, self-reliance and determination, force and activity. It tells us that we create our own realities with our actions, thoughts, and beliefs, and encourages us to step out of our comfort zones, okay? Number 7 resonates with seeking knowledge. See, okay, it could be, education. So some of y'all might be in school, and studying and learning. So there's other people here, right? There's a collaboration about maybe y'all are in a group setting and you have to learn certain things. I don't know. Inner knowing and understanding others, compassion and empathy, spiritual awakening, development, okay? And it says this number indicates that you have an important soul mission and life purpose that involves communicating, teaching, healing others, and serving humanity in a manner that suits your personality and natural abilities and interests. You are to set a positive example for others and inspire them to seek their own passion and purpose. I think that's interesting, like, set a positive example. Do not allow any insecurities to hinder or hold you back from fulfilling your destiny, as you have all that you need within you. That's interesting because it feels like that's the message for the other person. Whoever's playing these games, it's like they're insecure. And they're allowing that to hold them back from doing the best that they need because they feel like they don't have enough. They feel like they got to bring you down and everybody else down to get down to their level. But when they just realize that they have unique talents and gifts and they have something to contribute and they're good at what they do, and we need you on the team, they wouldn't be so acting like that. It's like, no, you're smart, you was kind, you was special. Maybe they need to hear that. Maybe that's a part of it. Let them know, like, hey, I really love your work. I mean, where you at? Help us out.
Anything else about that? No. Okay, so I'm
I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave that there. Let me know if that resonates. Like, oh man, that is a crazy message. It's not crazy because I feel like we've all dealt with somebody in the workplace who acts like that. So it's not crazy, but it is interesting. And, I would like to know if you dealt with that and what did you do? And did it work out well? What does your intuition tell you that you should be doing? What's your discernment? And do you always pick up the slack for everybody else? And are you being called to stop doing that? Let it burn.